I didn't know if I was any good at baseball. I knew I wanted to play baseball, but I didn't play for 6 years. I liked going to the batting cages and taking swings. And then when I came here, well, if I'm not good enough to play at this school, I made the team. I was the only guy that tried out. Everybody else was recruited. I guess you don't really try out for teams anymore. When I was 17 in high school, instead of applying to colleges, my grades were pretty moderate, so I enlisted instead. I didn't really have any direction. I definitely didn't want to go to college. I would have flunked out anyway. That's back when the party was going on in Iraq, yeah. They actually didn't send me straight to the infantry first. They sent me to a military hospital in Bethesda. I mean, I treated all the guys that were getting injured and blown up from the front, from Iraq. They were all coming back. They rotate through there. Most of the time, the injuries were people getting blown up. I mean, if they weren't dead already, it was usually like lost limbs, arms, extremities. Whenever I was in boot camp, it dawned on me that you don't really do what you want to do in the service. You do what they tell you to do. And I realized I would definitely not be able to play ball. And that crushed me in boot camp. And I flipped out and I realized kind of how much it cost me to not do schoolwork and take that stuff seriously.
Joe doesn't seem any older to us. He seems younger than some of us sometimes. We saw like the new roster for the year, and it had some dude that was like, he listed as a 6'5", like 225 outfielder from Brooklyn. Like, who is this guy? But no, we had our beginning of the year meeting, got introduced. We're like, this guy's a total Jersey meathead, but no, he's awesome. He's fit in right away, just one of the other guys.
I can't believe you still have schoolwork.
I did 3 pages last night. I got 12 left.
Oh, shoot me. It never really felt weird to me because as far as baseball goes, they're older than I am. When I got out, I made it up to E5. And the E5 is the equivalent of a sergeant. And I was like, all right, I'm not trying to be no, hard ass, whatever you want to call it. I'm putting that aside and just a dude, just a guy going to school.
Well, he's almost older than our first base coach, so we kid around a lot with that. He's a character. He's pretty different than everybody else. He's been through the whole, the military kind of kidding around, and we've just been in college baseball kind of kidding around. So he brings a little bit different locker room character to that.
Before games, I'll talk to my father. He played in the pros, and he's got a lot of things to say. He tells me these stories about 1971, Joe Torre beat out Clemente and Ralphie Garth, like the MVP. He always just went up there, he was focused, he was in the zone, he was locked in, he would just throw his hands at the ball. And look what happened. He had 363 just by throwing hands. Whenever I'm struggling, he'll tell me that. He's like, Dad, what's up? I'm messing up. Yo, what am I doing wrong? He's just kind of quiet, and he goes, did I ever tell you about Joe Torre in 1971? I'm like, oh, come on, Daddy. I need something else. Need something else, man. A fastball coming at you like 95, I bet that might look insane to somebody that has never saw that. But you come out to the ballpark every day and you practice on it and you train on it. So whenever you get hit by that pitch, you're looking for it. It's kind of supposed to happen. So whenever something bad happened, I'd get a patient that stepped on a bomb and took off his leg. You just start wrapping him up, and it doesn't really faze you that much because you practice so much for it.
The experiences that he's had, I think it puts things in perspective as far as what goes on in the baseball field, and it's not life or death. You know, he can hit. I mean, scouts ask about him, and they want to know about him, and you know, I think it'd be a great opportunity for somebody to give him a shot and see what he could do at a different level. But you know, it's tough. It's kind of out of his control, and I know he knows that, and I don't think he thinks about it a whole lot.
I didn't do so well whenever I would sit around and be idle. I didn't like that. I would get, I guess anxious would be the right word. I would just get uncomfortable and anxious, and I wouldn't really know what to do with myself. Working out and running sprints at the ballpark and chasing down fly balls, that helps me big time. A lot of my peers, when they get out, sometimes they run into booze problems. I just have more fun doing things like playing ball. I'm definitely very thankful that I would get accepted to this school for sure. Very grateful that I didn't get smoked overseas or like lose a limb, like the ability to play ball still. Yeah, there's the little parties the kids throw. I see it and I'm like, wow, is this what I was missing whenever I was you know, sleeping in a ditch, you know, in freaking, you know, Fallujah or some shit. It was probably a good thing I missed that. I didn't need to be around that whenever I was a young man. I'm still a young man. I'm messing up, man.